SmackDown was amazing, and we're about to get into our SmackDown reviews right now. As you can see the SmackDown logo over there. I'm probably going to get a new ring here if they have decided to change the logos. I will do that. But for right now, let's get into our SmackDown review. Starting off with a weird way to start off SmackDown. Usually, you would have a match to start it off and kick it off, and all that stuff. But this time, we had Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. This is some serious talk that they've had to talk about in Roman Reigns' football stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. And, Roman Reigns pulls up and somebody drives him to the stadium. He gets out of the car. Roman Reigns walks. This must be like pre-recorded stuff too. Cody's car. He gets out of his car. And, yeah, both the cars are there at the Cleveland Browns stadium, I guess. And the Atlanta, Georgia stadium. And the Georgia Tech Brown Stadium. And this might be in contention for one of the most serious talks in WWE history. Because, as you can clearly see, Roman Reigns says, this is my football stadium. Everything you're looking at this is my football stadium. Everything you're looking at is mine. What did you do in Atlanta? What did you do here, huh? And Cody's like, well, I have a place right by the stadium, actually. But now it's the State Farm Arena. But my family had their blood, sweat, and tears. Roman Reigns said, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this stadium. And then Cody's like, my family put my blood, sweat, and tears into that State Farm Stadium. And this, Atlanta, is my home. And that, totally. Okay? Pissed off. Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns said, the bloodline, they took out Jimmy. They took out my wise man. They took out, and he's like, they took my Unafala. Now, and then Cody's like, as I said, you're a tribe without you're a chief without any tribe. Just like I said. So Roman, what I want is I want your word that you are going to protect me and team with me at Bad Blood. And Roman Reigns is like, I will. On only one condition. I have to get back what I rightfully claim to be mine. Roman Reigns shakes Cody's hand and Cody's like, it's not yours to take, Roman. Roman Reigns is like, get out of my way. Cody, you're getting in my way. Getting in my way of life. And Roman Reigns kind of just like walks off. And yeah, I mean, that got really serious into depth. But now we're about to get into WWE SmackDown. It's an actual show. Let's get into it. We have L.A. Knight, yeah, versus Andrade. This match is amazing. I mean, Andrade got L.A. Knight into the post. Got him into the... I mean, Andrade did this, like, moonsault on the outside to L.A. Knight, you know. That was insane. We had L.A. Knight, you know, try to do a BFT. Andrade, you know, moves out of the way, you know. And Andrade hits that moonsault, and he lands on his feet. It's a moonsault on L.A. Knight. L.A. Knight still kicks out. Andrade, you know, the double knees in the corner. L.A. Knight still kicks out. And then, you know, L.A. Knight hits a BFT on Andrade to pick up the victory. 1, 2, 3, and your winner. And still, your WWE United States Champion, L.A. Knight. Yeah! So yeah, then we had Giovanni Vinci versus Apollo Crews. Now, this match was... I thought Giovanni Vinci was going to win, but you just knew that wasn't going to work that way because, you know, Giovanni Vinci, you know, he did what Giovanni Vinci does. He, like, chops, you know, Apollo Crews on the ropes. You know, Apollo Crews chops him, and Apollo Crews, you know, he gets, like, body slammed, like, 3 times, by the way, in a row by, Giovanni Vinci, and then Giovanni Vinci tries to do his finishing move or whatever, then he gets rolled up by Apollo Crews. 1, 2, 3, and your winner. And once again is Apollo Crews, because 2 weeks ago Apollo Crews rolled him up, beat him, you know, on that episode of SmackDown. You know, go check out those reviews if you haven't yet. But, you know, roll up, and then after the match, Giovanni Vinci then attacks Apollo Crews, you know, big boots him, gets him into the barricade, you know, gets him back in the ring, and then just, like, kind of slaps him in the ear a bit. And, yeah, I mean, that's what Giovanni Vinci literally had to say, so I guess he's kind of a sore loser, I guess, if you want to say. But, yeah, I mean, that was great. And then we had, a match set from the main event of this SmackDown. We had Kevin Owens, you know, just in the ring, and then Tom Tonga's like, you know, Roman and Cody, they have what's coming for them at Bad Blood. But for right now, it is. For right now, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do by the orders of the real tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. And then, you know, and Kevin Owens like, okay, come on and punch me, because we all know how this is going to end. You know, Kevin Owens, you know, punches Tama Tonga out of the ring, punches Tonga out of the ring, meets up with Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu, you know, is punching with him, and then, you know, the Bloodline just stomp on him, because, you know, they attack Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga, and then, you know, they stomp on him, and stomp on him, and stomp on him. And then DIY comes out, which then they get attacked again by the Bloodline, you know, they get punched, you know, and then, you know, Jacob Fatu just gets thrown out of the ring by Kevin Owens, and then after the fact, Jacob Fatu, I guess, Tongaloa got, like, launched out of the ring, I guess, by DIY, I guess you could say, or got punched out of the ring by Tommaso Ciampa. But then Tama Tonga got Shattered Dreams by DIY. And yeah, the whole Bloodline's on the ring. Then Nick Aldis comes out with security. He's like, you know, you guys all know what I'm going with this. You know, I have 3 of you to 3 of you. You guys all know what I'm going with this. It's going to be Kevin Owens and DIY versus the Bloodline. In the 6-man tag team match tonight for our main events. And yeah, say that's going to be our main event. And then, hold on a minute. Let me just check the WWE app first to see what's actually happened. Nothing's happened. Alright. Well, I guess this has not been confirmed yet as of late, but we have Bailey and Naomi versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. This is Money in the Bank. And, this match was a masterpiece. I mean, we had, Nia Jax, get jumped on, jumped on by Bailey, and then Naomi just, cross-bodied and Nia Jax completely took her down. And then, Bailey gets, launched into the ring, and then Bailey gets Tiffany Stratton in the ring, sorry. And then Bailey did this, elbow drop to the back of the neck of Tiffany Stratton. And they did this, German suplex thing move. I think it was, this disaster kick into a German suplex or whatever. But then, to end it off, we have that elbow drop to the back of the neck of Tiffany Stratton, and then Nia Jax jumps off the top, hits a leg drop on Naomi. They both kick out, by the way. And to end the match, Nia Jax got double rolled up by Naomi and Bailey. They double roll up Nia Jax. 1, 2, 3. I thought it was going to be a rope break for a second because of how, bad it was. But yeah, it wasn't a rope break or anything. I guess your winners, and I guess you could say this confirmed at Bad Blood. We have Naomi and Bailey both win the match. So it might be a triple threat at Bad Blood. It has not been confirmed yet. But it's going to be Naomi and versus Bailey versus Nia Jax for the Women's Championship at Bad Blood. Possibly. It hasn't been confirmed yet. But I'm sure later today, Saturday, the day I'm filming this, so I'm sure later today it'll be confirmed and all that stuff. But yeah, next week's Bad Blood, to just say that. Next week, so yeah, which is crazy. So yeah, that's gonna that happened, and then we're not gonna move on from this. We're just gonna say what LA Knight said. LA Knight said, I beat Andrade. I almost got a hair curled up on my chin there by a chin slide that I was not gonna win, but I did. They're going to pledge their allegiance to the United States Champion of America. Yeah. So, yeah. And then, move on to our main event of the show of the night. We have Kevin Owens and the Street Profits. Okay. Versus the Bloodline. Now, this match was amazing. We had Angelo Dawkins, gets, moonsaulted on by Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu, did that in the match. We had, Montez Ford do like someone's a gurry, someone's kicking it on the ropes to this like guy over moonsault to Tom Tonga, and then Tom Tonga does one of his own onto Montez Ford, but then, Montez Ford did a kick, someone's a gurry to Tom Tonga, and to end the match, Angel Dawkins is someone's a gurry to Tonga Loa and all that stuff, Tonga Loa, pulled out Kevin Owens, because he did do a stunner on Tama Tonga, pulls out Kevin Owens. He tried to do it the first time, didn't work. Second time he pulled out Kevin Owens after he did the stunner, he's pinning him. And then, Kevin Owens did do a clothesline to Tonga Loa and Jacob Fatu on the outside, but then he got back in the ring and got Tama Tonga, stunnered him, and then, Tonga Loa just pulls him out from underneath and just, like, basically, and that disqualifies the match, punch to Kevin Owens, and then Angel Dawkins dives on Jacob Fatu, Angel Dawkins dives on Tonga Loa, and then, Jacob Fatu comes in, dives on Angelo Dawkins, and then Montez Ford comes in, dives on Jacob Fatu, and then, the crowd's cheering, and cheering him up, and then Kevin Owens just gets beat to hell, gets him into the steps, tries to powerbomb him through the announce desk, but then DIY comes out for the save Kevin Owens, and it saved him because Jacob Fatu just super kicks Tommaso Ciampa and super kicked Johnny Gargano, because Johnny Gargano was getting attacked by Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, from all people. And then, then they try to powerbomb Kevin, and then they get Kevin Owens in the ring. Jacob Fatu does a splash to Angelo Dawkins, by the way, Jacob Fatu. Then he tried to do another splash to Kevin Owens, but then we hear we hear Cody Rhodes' music, and he comes out, hits all the bloodline with the chair in the gut, hits Jacob Fatu in the gut with the chair, hits Tonga with the gut in the chair, hits Tonga Loa in the gut with the chair, and then basically gets in the ring. Kevin Owens has a steel chair. He was getting ready to turn on Cody Rhodes. You saw that. I was getting a little bit worried there. I was like, oh my God, is he going to actually turn on Cody Rhodes there? Oh my God. No way is that going to happen. And it did happen. It happened, but it didn't happen because we also thought it was going to happen. Like, it was so close. Then Cody turns his back, shakes Kevin Owens' hand, hugs him, and yeah, that's your guys' main event. And then we went to that's your guys' main event of SmackDown, but that's not it, because we have Apollo Crews, who has to say something right now, and he has to say that Giovanni Vinci's a sore loser. He's a sore loser. And he's like, Giovanni Vinci is just a sore loser, and I'll see you next week, Giovanni Vinci. That's basically all he had to say. He's like, I've been fighting in this ring. I've been fighting Giovanni Vinci for 2 weeks now. And I beat him 1, 2, 3. But he just attacks me this week. And now he's a sore loser now, because he did that. So, Giovanni Vinci, I'll see you next week. Maybe they're going to go round 3, next match, SmackDown, maybe. But yeah, that's it. That's your guys' WWE SmackDown of September 20th, 2024 version of SmackDown. And I'll see you guys in the next one. When we say,